Yeah, it's recording.
So, TARTUFFE and Laura and Samantha. And as you go back and start little by little, and go to your thoughts. I think you also are by your sister. Oh, really? All right. You go wherever I told you. And then react, talk to each other, react to what is being said. That's and then you're gonna leave. And the last person that you guys that is excellent. And then we go to the top of this tree. And we fly out like this. Okay. And we'll let the music play a little bit more. And once you hear the music fading, Flipa, that will be your cue to open the doors. Okay, I'm fading it. So open the doors.
Let's go, Flip Hop, let's go!
Forget. I hate this place.
I hate this place.
Hate it. I can't keep up. You rush at such a pace.
Peace, my dear, peace. Come no farther. I don't wish to cause you any bother.
What duty demands, I insist on giving, but mother, what causes this hasty leaving?
I just can't stand the
Can't
way your
stand.
household runs. And no one cares what I wish to have done. Oh yes, I leave your household quite dissatisfied. For all my wise advice has been defied. And nobody respects me. And everybody shouts. And truly this is a home for the king of loud.
If I may.
You, my dearie, are a bold lassie, a little brazen and very sassy.
That's true.
You butts into everything to speak your mind.
But.
And you, grandson, are a fool of the worst kind.
Oh, don't say that.
It is I, your grandmother, who pronounced this edict. And to my son, your father, I have oft predicted that you'll turn out to be a worthless race-stroke.
Oh.
And give him in life a foretaste of hell.
That's mean.
My lord, his sister, you seem so discreet. And so untainted.
It's true.
So very, very sweet. But the stillest waters are filled with scum.
Oh, my
Scum?
God.
And your sly ways have earned my revulsion.
Wow.
Daughter, my views may make you mad, but your conduct in all things is all bad.
Right.
In that respect, there, in your family's eyes, you should be an example setter.
An example.
In that respect, their late mother did far better. You are extravagant, and it wounds me, I guess, to see you sashay dressed like a princess.
Hey.
A woman who wishes only to please her mate. Dear daughter, need not primp and undulate.
Madam, after all.
And her brother, as for you, I respect you,
Respects.
love you,
Loves.
and revere you too. But finally, if I were my son, her spouse, I would at once beg you to leave this house.
What?
Without cease. You teach your rules and your mottos,
Madam.
which decent people should never follow.
Oh, my God.
I now speak frankly, but it is my part I never spare the words that stir my heart.
Your man Tartuffe is satisfied, no fear.
He is a holy man.
Hallelujah.
Woo! Whom all should fear. And I cannot bear, without great rude, to hear him mocked by a fool like you.
What? Am I to bear this bare carpet critic, a base usurper with power tyrannic, such that we can do nothing for diversion, without hearing about that creep's aversion?
If we were to hear and obey his whims, we couldn't do anything without sins, for he forbids all this false capricion.
Everything he forbids is well forbidden.
Oh.
Huh. He strives to guide you on the road to heaven.
He does?
And it is
He
my
does.
son's duty to make you love him.
No, Grandma, neither Dad nor anyone else can oblige me to wish for his good health. I'd be false to myself if I didn't say this. When I see him around, I begin to get pissed. I can smell the outcome, and soon this coot and I will find ourselves in a grand dispute.
Oh, it's certainly a clear cause for remark when a nobody acts like a patriarch, a beggar who came hence, who was barefoot when he came hence, and whose whole wardrobe wasn't worth 2 cents. And he's gone so far as to forget his passport. He forbids everything and plays the master.
Oh, mercy on me.
Oh my goodness.
Woo! Things would be much better if you'd only follow his holy orders.
He passes for a saint in your fantasy, but I swear he acts with hypocrisy.
Watch your tongue.
Not to him nor his man Laurent would I trust my honor without good warrant.
I don't know what his servants like at heart, but for the man himself, I'll guarantee his part. You only treat him with hate and aversion because he truly strives for your conversion. He hurls up his heart against each sin, and the glory of God is all he hopes to win.
Yes, but why especially during some time past must he ban all guests from our home? Can a courtesy call offend heaven so much enough to merit a huge commotion?
Right.
Would you like it explained just between us? Of Madame there, on my oath, he's jealous.
Oh, be quiet.
Ooh.
And think before you speak.
Okay.
Others too condemn the company you keep. All this bustle from the people who arrive, the carriages ceaselessly parking at curbside, and the servants in a circle gathering makes noises that your neighbors find nerve-shattering. I like to think that there's no harm meant, but when gossips talk, they're malevolent.
How can you hope to stop people from talking? It would be truly most irritating if, for the sake of idle, foolish chatter, we must renounce our friends who really matter. And even if we were able to resolve to do it, how could you hope to keep the whole world quiet?
That's right.
No castle wall can defend against us. So let's ignore the fools who criticize and strive to live in innocence and ease, and letting gossips gossip as they please.
And a quick hold. That means just a quick note with the cane. You're not, what is the right term?
Invalid?
Yes,
Injured?
you're not
I
any
got
of
my
those
leg.
things. No. Like the cane is like a pimp daddy cane. You're just using it as a prop, my
Thought I
friend.
got blown up
Okay?
in the war.
I know the way you've been walking. I was like, what we doing? What are we doing over here?
That
Like,
soldier.
I'm so distracted. Like I'm like, no, sir. Pimp daddy cane, and you don't even need to use it all the time.
Okay.
It's a prop. You use it sometimes, and sometimes you don't. You definitely need it for Monsieur Loyal. That scene. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Anyway, Daphne, our neighbor, and her petty spouse, weren't they the ones who slandered this house?
Pretty sure they were.
Those whom the whole world world finds ridiculous are always first in line to stick it to us.
Yes, they are.
They never fail to sniff out and swiftly share the earliest rumor of a love affair.
That's what I've been saying.
The sowing seeds of scandal with eager expedition and twisting truth past all recognition. In their own colors, they paint all others, brazenly calling all men their brothers. In the faint hope of finding some resemblance, they try to give a gloss of innocence to their schemes, or to make others share the burden of proof that is only theirs.
All this hair splitting is off the subject.
Oh.
Aunt lives a life that is perfect,
Oh, really?
with all her thoughts on heaven, and I hear that she deeply mourns the way that you live here.
The lady herself is quite an example. You want to chase life? Well, she's a nice sample. But old age has stuck her in a zealous mood, and everyone knows she was a reluctant prude. Because as long as she could snare a man's heart, she was more than willing to play her part. But now that her eyes have lost her luster, oh, she leaves the world that already left her and uses a pompous veil of phony wisdom to hide the fact that her looks are gone. Oh, it's the last resort of the aging flirt, so peeved at not having a man at her skirt, that alone and abandoned to solitude, her only recourse is to become a prude. And these good women censure all with such great severity. Oh, nor do they pardon much. They biliously blame immorality, not from charity, but only from envy. That others are drinking in that pleasure from which old age now drains their measure.
Such idle tales form a silly song. In your home, my dear, I've been silenced too long. Because like a crapshooter with the die, Madame won't give up her turn. But now's my chance has come. I applaud my son's great wisdom in opening his home to this holy person, and who's been heaven sent to meet your needs, in turning from evil to God's holy deeds. For your soul's salvation, please pay attention. What he reprehends merits reprehension. These visits, these balls, these conversations are flawless signs of satanic possession.
What?
In them you never hear the holy credo, just song, chatter, gossip, and innuendo. Often the neighbors get stabbed in the heart by vicious lies from the third or the fourth part.
Okay.
So good people suffer real anxiety from the sad confusion spread at your party. A slew of slanders are spread along the way. And as a doctor told me the other day, this is truly the Tower of Babylon. Son, because everyone babbles on and on and on and on. And to tell the story, that now comes to mind. Now look at him. See how he laughs. Go find some snickering fools. They are just your kind. I see a couple. Adieu, my daughter. I'll say no more. I don't intend to darken your door for a long, long time.
Good.
You've fallen from grace. Bleepout! Hurry up! Don't just stand there staring into space. Bye.
I could never.
Oh, wait.
I'm not following. I'm sure there'd be more quarreling. How that old harridan just went on and
Oh,
on.
how I regret that she can't hear you use that epithet. She tell you at length what she thinks of your wit, and that she's not old enough to merit it.
What a fuss she made about nothing. And what a passion for Tartuffe, her darling.
Oh, really? She's for a son, and if you could see him, you'd say there's one who's nuts. Oh, during the war, he seemed quite sage, and in serving his prince, you're still here, yes, and in serving, you weren't here when we blocked this, but it's all good. In serving his prince, showed some courage, but now he's become an absolute fool. Since he gave himself up to Tartuffe's rule, right?
Great.
He calls him his brother and the love of his life, more dear than mother, daughter, son, or wife. He's the sole confidant of all his secrets and the sole director of all his projects. He caresses him, kisses him, and could not show a mistress more love and affection than he gives to this leech. At dinner, he gives him the highest place.
He does.
And watches with joy as he stuffs his face with cakes and tarts and often the best part of a pig. And if he should happen to hiccup or fart, says, God be with you. He's mad about him. His honey, his boo, his hero. He always quotes him and admires his deeds. His smallest acts are miracles, and even his stupidest words are oracles. Tartuffe, who uses his dupe to make a buck, knows 100 wily ways to pluck his duck. He rakes off great sums with his biblical bull and demands the right to censure us all. His foolish footman has such presumption that even he dares to give us instructions. Madly preaching. He scatters with eyes of fire our ribbons, our rouge, and our best attire. Last night, he ripped up with his own bare hands a kerchief left lying in the Holy Lands, claiming our crime was truly gigantic in mixing what's holy with what's satanic.
You should be glad you missed the dreadful chore of attending her lecture beside the door. Here comes my spouse. Since he doesn't see me, I'm going upstairs to rest quietly.
All right.
Then I'll remain with no pleasure on my part to tell him hello and then quickly depart.
Now, ask him the marriage to Marianne. I think Tartuffe would oppose if he can.
Yes.
For he sets up so many prerequisites. And you know what an interest I take in it. The heat that inflames my sister and Valère. That's made my sister sweet so very dear. To me, that if I...
He's here.
Hello, brother.
I'm glad you've returned before my departure. The countryside isn't quite blooming yet.
Doreen, 1 second, brother, please. Just let me set my heart at ease and soothe my fear concerning the things that have happened here. For these past 2 days, how have things gone on? What has happened? And how is everyone?
The first day, your wife had a bad fever and a headache that just wouldn't leave her.
And Tartuffe?
Tartuffe, he's in splendid shape, fat and flabby with red lips and a shiny face.
Oh, poor fellow.
And you're following me. Through the Tartuffe.
Oh, right.
It's all good.
Oh, poor fellow.
That night, your wife felt so sick and so feverish that she could only pick at her dinner and scarcely ate a bite.
And Tartuffe?
He alone ate with all his might. Could even, and devoutly devoured a pair of pheasants and a leg of lamb in Our Lady's presence.
Oh, poor fellow.
The whole night passed before she could even close her eyes to fall asleep. Shivers and chills beset her in bed, and right up till dawn, she rewatched her with dread.
And Tartuffe?
Drowsy from all that he'd consumed, he left the table, went straight to his room, and fell quickly into his nice warm sack, where he slept all night, flat on his back.
Oh, poor fellow.
At last, your wife began heeding our good advice, that she needed bleeding, and she began to recover soon thereafter.
And Tartuffe?
He couldn't have been any better. To fortify himself against every ill, and to regain the blood that Madame spilled, he drank at brunch 4 great glasses of wine.
Oh, poor fellow.
Both of them are now quite fine. I'll now be going up to tell your wife of your deep concern at this threat to her life.
She's making fun of you to your face, brother. And Though I don't intend to bother, I must frankly admit that there's some justice in what she says. What a crazy caprice you have for him. And how could you exert such charm that you'll even let your wife be hurt? You go so far as to...
Stop there, or we must part. You don't know the man to whom you refer.
Okay. Say I don't know him if you prefer. But then to know what sort of man he might be?
Brother, you'd be charmed if you could only see him, and your glee would be gargantuan. He's a man a man. Learn from him a peacefulness so exquisite that lets you drop your woes like dried horse shit.
Oh.
Yes, I've been reborn again because of his preaching. He teaches me that I shouldn't love anything. From every earthly passion he has freed my life. I'd watch my brother, mother, and children and my wife drop dead without caring so much as that.
You sure got humane sentiments down pat.
Oh, if you'd seen him as I did at first, your eyes would have feasted on him with a spiritual thirst. Each day he came to church smiling with sweet peace and threw himself down before me on both knees.
Of course
He drew the eyes of everyone there by the holy fervor of his pious prayer. He sighed and wept in a most saintly fashion and bowed and kissed the earth and humbly kissed the earth in a most fetching fashion.
Brother.
And when I was going, he rushed out in front to bless me with water from the holy font. His servant, matching his master to a T, then informed me of his identity and his poverty, so I made a donation. But then he tried to return a portion. It's too much, he said. You are too generous. I don't merit your pity and kindness. And when I refused to take it back, he gave it in alms to the poor right there in the nave. And then God bade me take him into my home. Now, life is as sweet as a honeycomb. He governs us all. Sorry, am I on the couch at that point?
I have no idea.
Okay. He governs us all, and to protect my honor bids my wife grant his godly rule upon her. He forewarns me of men who might give her the eye, and he really seems far more jealous than I. Why, you wouldn't believe his fear of hell. He thinks himself damned for the least bagatelle. Such trifles suffice to scandalize him that he even accused himself of sin for having slain with a bit too much wrath a flea that just happened to cross his path.
My goodness, brother. I think you're crazy. Are you mocking me with this sheer lunacy? And how can you pretend that this pure rock
Dear
is...
brother, your words reek of that free thought with which I find you more than a bit impeached. And as 10 times or more I've clearly preached, you will soon find yourself in a wicked bind.
Now, this is the jargon of your kind. They want everyone to be as blind as they are. To be clear-sighted is to be in error. And one who rejects their vain hypocrisy has no respect for faith or sanctity. Go on. All your tart sermons scarcely smart. I know what I'm saying, and God knows my heart. God sees my heart. I'm not a slave to your silly ceremony. There is false piety like false bravery. Just as one often sees when honor calls us that the bravest men never make the most fuss, so too good Christians, whom one should follow, are not those who find life so hard to swallow. What now? Will you not make any distinction between hypocrisy and true devotion? Would you wish to use the same commonplace to describe both the mere mask and the true face? To equate artifice with sincerity is to confound appearance with reality. To admire a shadow as much as you do is to prefer counterfeit money to true. The majority of men are strangely made, and their true natures are rarely displayed. For them, the bounds of reason are too small. In their shabby souls, they love to lounge and sprawl. And very often, they spoil a noble deed by their urge for excess and reckless speed. But all this, brother, is idle chatter.
Without doubt, you are a renowned teacher, with all the world's knowledge in your coffer. You are the only oracle, the wisest sage, the enlightened one, the Cato of our age. And next to you, all other men are dumb.
Brother, I know I'm not the wisest one, nor the most learned in Christendom, but in moral matters, my greatest coup is to differentiate false from true. And since I know no heroes about more to be praised than the truly devout, and nothing at all with greater appeal than the holy fervor of saintly zeal, so too nothing could be more odious than the whitewashed face of a zeal that's specious, or these frank charlatans seeking places whose false and sacrilegious double faces exploit our love of God and make a game of our reverence for Christ's holy name. These people who, with a shopkeeper's soul, make trinkets to trade on the credo and hope to purchase credit and favor bought with sly winks and affected fervor. These people, I say, whose uncommon hurry on the path to heaven leads through their treasury, who, writhing and praying, demand a profit each day and call for a retreat while pocketing their pay, who know how to tally their zeal with their vices, faithless, vindictive, full of artifices. To ruin someone, they'll conceal their resentment with a capacious cloak of godly contentment. They are doubly dangerous in their vicious ire because they destroy us with what we admire. And their piety, which gains them an accolade, is a tool to slay us with a sacred blade. There are many men in false disguise, but those with pure hearts are easy to recognize. Our age, my friend, has brought into plain sight many glorious examples of what is right. Look at Ariston, or Prandre, Orant, Alcimedus, or Clotandre. Their title is one that all agree to. They decline any fanfare for their virtue. They don't indulge in vain ostentation. Their humane faith finds form in moderation. They never censure all our actions, for they sense the vain pride in such transactions. And leaving boastful rhetoric to others, by their own actions they reprove their brothers. The appearance of evil is no concern of theirs. They cast the best light on others' affairs. They plot no intrigues. They seek no one to fleece. Their only concern is to live at peace. They don't seek to cause any sinner chagrin. Their abhorrence is directed only at sin. And they don't side, they don't take the side of God more extremely than God himself, who could act supremely. These are my models, and these are their ways. Such examples are the ones that most merit praise. But your man in truth is not made from such steel. In good faith, perhaps you praise his great zeal, but I think you're dazed with meaningless glitter.
Dear brother-in-law, are you finished?
Yes.
Your humble servant.
Pardon me, one word, brother. Let's drop this discussion. You know, Belair has your word that he'll be Marianne's spouse.
Yes.
And you've announced this fact in your house.
That is true.
Then why postpone the event?
I don't know.
Do you intend to recant?
Perhaps.
How could you go back on your
I
word?
didn't say I would.
I hope no absurd hitch could make you retract your own promise.
We'll see.
Why do you speak with such finesse? Belair has asked me, Belair sent me to ask you this verbatim.
Praise God.
But what shall I report to him?
What you please.
But it is essential to know your plans. What are they?
To do all that God wishes.
Stick to the point. I know your promise. Will you keep it? Yes or no?
Farewell.
I fear his promise will be withdrawn. So I better go report what's going on.
Oh, quick hold. When you say farewell, Ogo, you need to be crossing already so that he can do that little bit there to the audience and not to you. So let's just go back to do all that God wishes. But from there, we'll keep going.
To do all that God wishes.
Stick to the point. I know your promise. Will you keep it? Yes or no?
Farewell.
I fear his promise will be withdrawn. So I better go report what's going on.
Marianne,
Yes?
come here. We need to speak privately.
Father, what is it you see?
I'm seeing if anyone can overhear us. This is the perfect place for such a purpose. There now. It's okay. Marianne, I find you endowed with a heart that's sweet and kind, and you have always been most dear to me.
A father's love brings true felicity.
Well said, child. And to earn it fully, you should devote yourself to contenting me.
That's how my devotion is put to the proof.
Good. Now, what do you think of our guest, Tartuffe?
Who? Me?
You. Think well before you reply.
Oh. Tell me what to say, and I'll comply.
Yes, that's sensibly spoken. Now tell me, girl, that his merit shines like a gleaming pearl, that he warms your heart, and that you would rejoice to have him as your husband by my choice, eh? What's that?
Please?
What?
Am I in error?
Why?
Whom do you wish that I should now swear touches my heart, and who would rejoice me if we joined by your choice in matrimony?
Tartuffe?
Out of the question, Father. I assure you, why urge me on such an imposture?
But my dear. But my dear, I wish it to be true, and it should be enough that I've chosen for you.
What, Father? What, Father, would you?
Yes, I intend, you see, to unite in marriage Tartuffe and my family. He will be... I'm running. Yes, I'm going on. He will be your husband, I do declare it, since you have promised. What do you stare at? You must be eaten up with curiosity to eavesdrop on my daughter and me.
And Marianne, you're over here at this point. So just to remind you, y'all are going around the table, and the final figure must be Uncle here and you here.
I think
And
said
then-
here when we blocked it.
Oh,
Good on that.
okay. It's in the YouTube thing. Feel free to check it out to see the like specific blocking. But yeah, you are gonna be here in this space. And we'll keep going. I'll move you around so I can tell you like where you go. I don't know where the rumor I hear. Oh, we did block this part. We didn't block the next part with Sid.
Oh, okay.
It's all good. I don't know where the rumor I hear is sly conjecture or wicked smear, but I've just heard word of this marriage, and I trust it is only verbiage.
Why? Is the idea itself so very absurd?
I wouldn't believe it, sir, if you gave your word.
I'll make you believe it by and by.
Yes, You're going to tell us it's a bald-faced lie.
I am only saying what you will soon see.
Nonsense!
What I say, dear girl, will soon be.
Go on. Don't believe him. It's too bizarre. He's joking.
I say.
No! You've gone too far, and no one believes you.
Damn you!
Ah! Whoa, I believe you then. The word's for you. What? Monsieur, can you pose as one whose sage gravely stroking his bearded visage and still be fool enough to wish?
Hear me, I have given you too much liberty, and it no longer gives me any pleasure.
Oh, Monsieur, please keep your anger within measure. Are you mocking us with your silly plot? Your daughter is no match for a bigot. He has other schemes to worry about. And I think you're seated at this point, Marianne. Yeah. He has other schemes to worry about. And what would you gain if she went this loud? With your wealth, what benefit would it bring to pick a bum?
Say he has nothing.
Mm-hmm.
For that reason, you should revere him the more.
Oh, what?
He is a holy man and nobly poor. It raises him up to a greater grandeur that he has renounced all wealth by his pure detachment from the merely temporal and his powerful love for the eternal. But my assistance may give him the means to restore his wealth and remove his liens. He is a man of repute in the land of his birth, and even as he is a man of worth.
Yes, so he tells us. But his vanity does not sit so well with true piety. A man pleased with a simple sanctity needn't vaunt his name and his dignity, and the humility born of devotion suffers beneath such blatant ambition. What good is his pride? But perhaps I digress. Let's speak of the man, not his nobleness. Can you bestow with a feeling like a rat, a girl like this, on a man like that? And shouldn't you think of propriety and foresee the end with anxiety? We know that some girls cannot remain chaste if their husband's tush is not to their taste. And that the best laid plans for an honest life are somewhat easier for the best laid wife. And that many a man with a horned head has driven his wife to another man's bed. It is entirely too much to ask that a wife be faithful to a flabby ass. And one who gives a girl to a man she hates is guilty before God for all her mistakes. Consider the perils you exposed yourself to.
So you think I should learn how to live from you?
Oh, you could do worse than follow my lead.
Oh, dear daughter, do drop this maid's daffy creed.
Hey.
I know what's best for you in this affair. It's true that I betrothed you to young Belair. I hear he likes his dicing and his drinking. And even worse, he is inclined to free thinking.
Oh my gosh.
I know you regret that we don't see him at mass.
Must he be there the same moment you pass? Like those who attend only to be seen?
Your advice isn't wanted.
Oh.
Don't intervene.
Okay.
Tartuffe is on the path to salvation, and that is a treasure past all calculation. This wedding will bring blessings beyond measure and be crowned with great sweetness and pleasure. Together you will live thriving on love like newborn babes or a pair of turtle doves. You will never be found in angry debate, for you will find all that you wish in this mate.
She'll only make him a cuckold, I am sure.
What?
Ah, he looks just like a caricature. And his fate, monsieur, will make him an ass, no matter how much virtue your daughter has.
Don't interrupt me and quit sticking your nose in my face.
I'm only trying to protect you.
You're too kind, but please shut up. Please do.
If I didn't like you,
I don't need liking.
but I will like you, sir, despite your griping.
Oh?
Your honor is dear, and I'd be provoked to find you the butt of some smutty joke.
Can't you keep quiet?
In all good conscience, it's a shame to foster such an alliance.
Shut up, you viper with your brazen traits.
What? You've been reborn, yet you give way to hate?
Yes, your twaddle has made me quite high-strung, and now I insist that you hold your tongue.
All right, but I'll think in silence nonetheless.
Think if you wish to, but strive for success at shutting your mouth or beware.
Yes.
Let's see. I have weighed everything quite maturely.
Oh, I hate this silence.
Without being smug, I'll say Tartuffe's face.
yes, it has a fine muzzle.
It's so fine that even if you forgot his other traits.
And they're a sorry lot. If I were in his place, most assuredly, no man would wed me with impunity. And I proved to him right after the wedding that a wife's vengeance lies in the wedding.
So you refuse to obey me, is that true?
What's your beef, sir? I'm not speaking to you.
Then what are you doing?
Soliloquizing.
Very well. To give her a good chastising, I think she needs a taste of the back of my hand.
Woo!
Child, you should approve of all that I have planned, and have faith in the spouse who's my designee. Speak to yourself.
I've nothing to say to me.
Just one little word.
I'm not in the mood.
Because I was ready.
What an aptitude.
Now, daughter, let's see some obedience and accept my choice with complete deference.
I thumb my nose at such a silly spouse.
Daughter, your maid.
You come run after me.
Oh, yeah. Daughter, your maid is a pest and would arouse vice in a saint. She's an absolute shrew. I'm so upset that I can't continue. Her taunts have nearly driven me to swear, and I need to calm down in the open air.
Have you entirely lost your voice and heart? Why must I continue playing your part? To think you allow such a mad proposal without voicing even a meek refusal.
How can I resist such a harsh patriarch?
By any means! Don't be an easy mark.
But ow!
Oh, tell him you can't love on command. That you marry for yourself, not by demand. And since you are most concerned in these affairs, you'll choose for yourself. And you're sitting on the table.
Oh.
Yeah. You're choosing for yourself, sire of his heirs. And that if Tartuffe is so charming to him, he can wed him himself if that's his whim.
A father, I'm sure, has absolute power. Before him, I can only cringe and gower.
Use your head. Valère wants to tie the knot. Do you really love him, I ask, or not?
Your injustice to me has a mortal sting. Dorian, how could you ask me such a thing? Haven't I poured my whole soul out to you, and don't you know yet that my love is true?
How do I know that your heart echoes your voice and that this love is truly your own choice?
Your down story? Wrong me greatly. My real feelings are shown far too plainly.
You love him then? And then we move here towards this like side to meet each other like in the middle of this part.
Okay.
So.
Yes, with the strongest fashion.
And he seems to love you in the same fashion?
I think so.
And both of you burn equally for this union and marriage.
Certainly.
Oh, and about this other man, what's your intention?
I die before I submit to coercion.
Fine. I hadn't thought of that recourse. Death would give you such a forcible divorce. What an ingenious remedy! Jeez, I hate to hear such stupid ideas.
Good heavens, what a rotten mood you're in. You have no pity for my pain, Dorian.
I have no sympathy for foolishness! And those who meet a crisis with such weakness.
So what would you want me to do? I was born frail.
A woman in love needs a heart of steel.
But haven't I kept it free for my lover, whose task it is to win me from my father?
What? If your father is a mad fanatic whose love for Tartuffe is completely lunatic, and who has blocked the match you are now bewailing, is your lover to be damned for failing?
Then am I to display how deeply I'm bitten by rejecting Tartuffe like the one who's left smitten? Am I, because of Valère's strength and beauty, to renounce my modesty and duty? And would you have me show my heart to all?
No, no, not at all. I'm wrong to forestall your marriage to Tartuffe, and my defiance is apparent in barring that alliance. What reason have I for my outrageous attempt to stop something so advantageous? Tartuffe! Oh, isn't he something to behold? Surely Tartuffe is not made for such a mold. If rightly viewed as to make a person laugh, 'twould be an honor to be his better half. The whole world already crowns him with glory, both in physique and character. He's laudatory. He has red ears and a florid, flushing face. With him for a mate, you'd live in joyful grace.
Dear God.
What delight you'll feel within to know that you're wed to a man like him.
Oh, please stop talking and show me the way to. Can I approach you?
Yeah, this is the part, actually. She comes, yeah. You come.
Oh, please stop talking and show me the way to avoid this marriage. I will obey. You've said enough and I'm ready to be led.
No. A good, and I think at this point, maybe you're even on your knees. I'd like, show me the way to avoid this marriage. I have to like look again at the, and ask Kimmy. She was there. Yeah, I think, yeah, you're on your knees and I'm like, no. A good daughter must obey her dad, even if he wishes her to make love to an angel. What are you complaining of? You. And then you turn and you're in front of the pole right there, and you stay right there. You will proceed to his little villa where you will get your absolute fill of uncles and cousins to be entertained. Right away, you'll move and then you come here somewhere to this table, by this table. You'll move among the most urbane of hicks. First, you will make some ouverture to the wives of the judge and the tax assessor, who will kindly seat you in a folding chair. During carnival, you may hope to have there a ball with 2 bagpipes for orchestra and maybe some puppets and a time gorilla. But if your husband...
Please, you're killing me. Please help me avoid this catastrophe.
I am your servant.
Oh, Doreen, mercy.
To punish you, I ought to leave things
My dear
be.
girl.
No.
If I declared my love,
No, Tartuffe is your man, that's sure enough.
you know I've always trusted that you would help me.
No, I'm sure you will be Tartuffe.
All right. Since my fate no longer moves you, henceforth you shall. Do you want to move me?
Oh, you go to your bedroom like, I'm leaving, fine.
Henceforth you may leave me alone and blue. For my deep sorrow, my heart will draw relief, and I know an absolute cure for my grief.
Whoa! I'm not really angry. Come back. Do. In spite of everything, I pity you.
Oh, God. If I'm to be the one you crucify, you'll see, Doreen, how quickly I die.
Don't torture yourself. We can easily block them. But look, I think that's Valère I see.
Gossip is singing a little ditty, my dear. News to me, and very pretty,
What?
that you will marry Tartuffe.
It's true that my father has such a plain view.
Your father.
He has altered his inclination. Through him, all of this has come to my attention.
What? Seriously?
Yes, seriously, he wants this wedding quite decidedly.
And how does your heart respond to this plan, madam?
I don't know.
Your response is plain. You don't know.
No.
No?
What do you recommend?
I recommend that you accept this husband.
You recommend that?
Yes,
Really?
I do. A wonderful choice. Well worth attending to.
Very well. That's advice, sir, that I accept.
I doubt that taking it causes you regret.
No more regret than giving it causes you.
I gave it thinking pleasure would ensue.
And I'll take it simply to please you.
Lord, what's happened of this hullabaloo?
So, there's your love for me. And did you lie when you...
Let's not speak of days gone by. You've told me quite plainly that I must embrace as my mate the man they've chosen for that place. And now I say that I promise to obey since you so kindly advised me that way.
Don't excuse yourself through circumlocution. You've already made your own resolution, and you've seized upon a frivolous excuse to justify this lamentable ruse.
Quite true and well said.
No doubt. And your soul, for love of me, never lost its self-control.
Alas, you may as well think so.
Yes, I may think so. Line. Wait, hang on. Let me see if I can do this.
But my broken heart foresees you too suffering from love's dart. I know to whom I'll take my heart in hand.
No doubt, and the love that merit can command.
Oh, dear God, let's leave merit to one side. I haven't much of it, as you've signified, but I know where there's a woman, soft-eyed and open-hearted, and this double cross may make her more inclined to recompense my loss.
Loss isn't great, and your fickleness will lead you soon to find a new mistress.
I'll do my best, of that you can be sure. When one is forgotten, it's hard to endure. And so, I must strive to make myself forget. If I can't do it, I'll fake it. And yet, I could never forgive my own servility if I kept loving one who abandoned me.
What a noble, uplifting sentiment.
Quite so. Everyone should give it their assent. What? Do you think that I should perpetuate the flame of love that I have felt of late and see you cast into another's arms without letting my heart seek other charms?
No, indeed. It's what I want, and I vow I wish the thing were to happen right now.
You do.
Yes.
That's enough insults from you, madam. And now, I bid you adieu.
Very well.
At least remember that you are the one who forced me down this avenue.
Yes.
And that I'm doing no more than following the path you took before.
So be it.
But I'm doing what you want.
Good.
I'm leaving forever! Not some short jaunt!
The sooner, the better.
Huh?
What?
You call?
Me? No.
Well, then. I'll be abroad. Adieu, madame.
That's it.
I think perchance you've lost your mind through extravagance, and I've only allowed you to go on like this to see what folly you might spawn. Hey, Valère.
What do you want, Doreen?
Come here.
No, I'm too mad. Don't intervene. She wishes me to drain this bitter cup.
And you're on this side of me.
I am?
Yeah. So that I'm like, stop.
Okay. No, can you see my mind's made up?
Ah.
My presence pains him. I drive him away.
And you're going to your room. Why did you say this?
I think it would be best if I didn't stay.
Now where are you going?
Let go!
Then return.
No, Doreen, it's none of your concern.
I see that my presence causes her pain. It would be best if I freed her again.
Wait! May you both be damned if I want this mess. Come here, you two, and settle this fracas.
But what's your plan? Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
But what's your plan?
What do you wish to do?
To patch things up a bit between you two. Are you out of your mind to fight in this way?
But did you hear her call me a popinjay?
And you? Are you mad to have gotten so enraged? And you are right here. So it's like, so enraged?
Did you see what happened? It can't be assuaged.
You're both dunces. She wants nothing more than to be the one woman you adore. He loves you alone, and to make you his wife is his only desire. I swear on my life.
How then? Could you give me such bad advice?
And how could you demand it? Was that wise?
You're both insane! Now give your hands to me.
What for?
Come on. There. Now yours. Don't you see?
What is the point of all this?
Lord, quick. Oh, you don't give me your hand until here. Lord, quick, come on. Come on. Your love for each other cannot be withdrawn.
Don't react so painfully by the book.
And here you're looking away because you're like, I don't want to look at you. Well, he says this line.
Don't react so painfully by the book. Try giving a fellow a civil look.
All lovers are crazy. It's sad but true.
Am I not right to complain about you? And to tell the truth, weren't you rather unkind to take delight in trying to upset my mind?
What about you? Aren't you the bigger ingrate?
Let's wait until later for this debate and try instead to stop this marriage.
Tell us then what we can use for leverage.
We will wage warfare on every front. Oh, your father is bluffing and playing a stunt. But it might be better for you to seem to sweetly consent to his crazy scheme. So that whatever the future may bring, you can postpone and postpone and postpone this wedding. By gaining time, we gain a remedy. Sometimes you will feign a strange malady, whose sudden onset will bring some delay. Sometimes an ill omen will cause you dismay. You saw a corpse and never felt queerer. Dreamt of muddy water or broke a mirror. The point above all is that no one, I guess, can force you to marry unless you say yes. But our ship would sail fairer weather, if you were never seen together. Go, and without delay, employ each friend to keep him on course toward what we intend. We are going to seek help from his brother, and will also recruit your stepmother. Farewell.
Whatever we attempt to do, in truth, my only hope resides with you.
And you're both seated in for this part.
Although I cannot answer for my father, I vow I'll never belong to another.
How happy you have made me. If they ever...
Fie! You young lovers prattle forever. Be off, I pray.
Finally...
What blather! Oh, you. Go off that way. And you go the other.
May a bolt of lightning now strike me dumb.
Oh, God.
May everyone treat me like a bum. If either respect or force can hinder me from blowing my top at this calamity.
For heaven's sake, control your displeasure. Your father has merely mentioned this measure. No one does everything he proposes. How something opens is not how it closes.
I need to stop this while we're Coxcomb's plot. And in 2 little words, tell him what's what.
Whoa, now! And that needs to be way bigger, but it's fine.
Ah, tell him what's what!
Yes. Whoa, now! Why don't you let your stepmother manage him just as she does your father? Over Tartuffe, she has her own little ways of making him welcome all that he says. And perhaps she makes his heart go pitter-patter. Pray God it's true. That would be a fine matter. In fact, she has summoned him for your sake to find out his feelings. Oh, no. In order to learn exactly what's at stake, to find out his feelings and to let him know what really rotten results would flow from any pretensions he might have to marry. His valet says he's praying, and I should tarry. Oh, that he'll descend after he meditates. Be off then, I beg you, and let me wait.
I demand to be here the whole time they meet.
No, they must be alone.
I won't even speak.
You're kidding yourself. You're so quick to anger, and that would surely put us all in danger. Go!
No! I'm going to watch without him.
Oh, how tiresome you are. Here they come. Get lost!
Laurent, lock up my hair, shirt, and my scourge, and pray for freedom from each carnal urge.
Oh, look out! We'll
If
pray for
anyone
me,
comes,
freedom
call
from
and
each
say I have
harm.
gone to share my alms with the poor souls in prison.
Such affection and boastful behavior.
What do you wish?
To say...
Wait! By our Savior, please, before you speak, take this handkerchief.
Why?
Modesty, madame!
Because seeing your bosom gives me grief.
Oh,
Through one's eyes, one's soul may be wounded, and sinful thoughts may grow unattended.
Then you are quite ready for temptation, and bare skin makes on you a big impression. Truly, I don't know why you feel such passion. I myself think lust is out of fashion, for I could see you nude from top to toe without your pelt setting my cheeks aglow.
Oh, put a little modesty in your discourse, or I must leave you instantly perforce.
No! It is I who will leave you here in peace. And I will just say this before I cease. Madame is coming down to visit you and demands the favor of a rendezvous.
Oh, yes, most willingly.
Isn't he sweet? I'm even sure now that this dog's in hate.
Will she soon come?
Oh, I think I can hear her. Yes, there. Now I'll leave you two together.
May heaven forever in its great body grant you good health both, bounty grant you both health, good health both in soul and body, and bless your days as much as he desires. Who is the humblest of those your love inspires?
I'm much obliged for your wise wishes, but please let us be seated and put ourselves at ease.
Have you quite recovered from your illness?
Yes, my headache quickly lost its sharpness.
My prayers haven't enough value to buy such grace from the heavenly one on high. For most of my recent prayers have in essence been mainly focused on your convalescence.
Your concern for me is somewhat disquieting.
I dearly cherish your precious well-being, and to restore it, I would have given my own.
Such Christian charity is overblown, but I'm much obliged for all your care.
I try to do as much for you as I dare.
I wish to speak of some private business, and am pleased there's no one to overhear us.
I, too, am delighted and entre nous, it's very sweet being one-on-one with you. For this also I have begged the deity, but only now has he granted it to me.
I myself, in an encounter between us two, where your whole heart is opened through and through.
In exchange for this unique blessing, I desire only to reveal to you my whole soul, and to swear that all my preaching about your guests, though perhaps overreaching, was not caused by any anger or hate, but rather by a zeal that's passionate and pure.
Not yet. You're still on there. Because he has to hold your hand.
Yeah, no, hold on. Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think we are
I
up here
push
at this
him
point.
here.
Oh, I see, I see.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
I'm like, we didn't move.
Where
somewhere.
do you move?
I guess
Is it
on,
when you
I guess
Okay.
on your line. I guess
Yeah,
somewhere on
I
your
have
line.
front of table written in the general area of about your guest, though perhaps overreaching. Okay,
So I have
it's
a
right
Ah,
about
here.
there.
I think it's when
But I
you
kind
go
of
check
assumed
behind the
Elmire
door.
would lead me there.
You come here.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Keep going. Let's go from, but rather by a zeal that's passionate and pure.
But rather by a zeal that's passionate and pure.
I wholly understand and declare my belief that you seek only my welfare.
Yes, madam, it's true.
Oh.
My devotion is such.
Oh, you're hurting me.
Passion pushes me too much. I never wanted to hurt you, I swear. And I would rather.
Why is your hand there?
I'm feeling your dress. Such fine dimity.
Oh, please let me go. You're tickling me.
Dear Lord, this workmanship is marvelous. Lacework nowadays is miraculous. I'd never seen anything quite so fine.
That's true, but let's speak of this concern of mine. I hear that my husband's been breaking his word and giving you my daughter. What have you heard?
In truth, madam, some such words did transpire, but that is not the joy to which I aspire. And I seek elsewhere those splendid attractions which I seek to attain through all of my actions.
When all your earthly love has been overthrown,
My breast is not a heart made of stone.
I'm sure though your thoughts are on salvation and nothing less holds any fascination.
The love that attracts us to what's eternal does not stop our love for the merely temporal. Our senses can be quite easily charmed by the perfect earthly works that God has formed. His glory is mirrored in those like you, but in yourself we see its rarest hue. He has molded your face with such sublime art that it surprises the eye and it transports the art. And I can't gaze upon you, you perfect creature, without worshiping in you both God and nature, and sensing us in my soul an ardent love for this, the most beautiful portrait by God above. At first I feared that my secret passion might be a tricky trap laid by Satan, and I even resolved to flee from your eyes as if you were something to exorcise. But I finally learned, oh beauty most lovable, that my ardor for you could never be culpable, that I should even consider it right, so I submit to my heart's delight. I confess that I'm playing an audacious part in presenting you the gift of my heart. But I place all my faith in your kindness like a beggar man hindered by blindness. In you I seek peace, hope, and happiness. On you depends my torment or my bliss, and through you alone I will finally be happy if you will, or sad if you please.
That declaration is very urbane, but in a man of God, it's a bit profane. You ought to protect your heart a bit better and reflect more deeply on such a matter. A saint of like you, whom we all hail.
I may be holy, but I'm nonetheless male, and one sees your heavenly charms. It's time for reason to throw up its arms. I know such words from me may seem strange, so madam, after all, I am not an angel. And if you condemn the confession I make and admit nonetheless that your beauty's breathtaking, for the first time I set eyes on your supreme splendor. My heart became yours, and you, my queen. The ineffable sweetness of your divine gaze shattered my stout heart and set it ablaze. That look conquered all. Fasting, prayers, duty, and turned my vows into praise of your beauty. My eyes and my sighs have often shown my choice, but to make it still clearer, I now add my voice. If you should look down with a kindly eye upon the base woes of a slave such as I, and if your great kindness should happen to lead you to stoop down and grant what I need, I should always have for you, O precious one, a love that beggars all comparison. With me, your honor will never be damaged. No disgrace can attend an affair that I have managed. All these gallants at court, for whom wives act absurd, are reckless in their deeds and rash in their words. They endlessly brag about every success. Each favor they receive, they quickly confess. And their wagging tongues on which you rely dishonor the shrine before which they lie. But men like me burn with a discreet fever. We keep your sweet secrets safe forever. The concern we have for our good reputation will also preserve you in your own station. In us you will find, if you wish it, my dear, love without scandal, pleasure without fear.
I have heard your words, and your rhetoric leaves your point clear, though you lay it on thick. Aren't you afraid that I could be in the mood to tell my husband of your solicitude, and that a sudden knowledge of that sort might set back your hopes of his lasting support?
I know that you are only too gracious, that you will forgive my audacious deeds, since they spring from a human failing and that passionate love that you are bewailing. And that you will reflect that when you view things afresh, that I'm not blind and a man's only flesh.
Others might take things differently, I suppose, but discretion prevails, and I won't expose this matter to my spouse. In return, it's true. I do want one little favor from you, to push forward without any sly stare the wedding of Marianne and Blair, to renounce on your own the unjust power that would enrich you with another's dower.
That's a bitch! No, madam, no! All this must be exposed. By hiding here, I've heard all he's proposed, and God in his goodness has guided me to confound this noisome bastard's treachery, to discover a way to take my vengeance for his hypocrisy and insolence, to wake up my father and justly screw this scumbag, for he wants to make love to you.
No, to me, it's enough that he has striven to reform and merit the pardon I've given. Let me retract what I have avowed. I don't choose to discuss scandal out loud. Woman laughs at these masculine foibles and never plagues her mate with paltry troubles.
You have your own reasons for acting so, and I have my reasons for my quid pro quo. The very thought of sparing him is a joke, and the insolent pride of this base bloke has triumphed too often over my just wrath, and has sown too much trouble along my path. For too long this liar has ruled my own man, blocking both my love and that of Marianne. His perfidy must be brought to the light of day, and for God gives his ready way. For this occasion
Slow down.
For this occasion I thank the good Lord. It's far too lucky to be ignored. The only way to deserve to lose it is if I have it in hand and not use it.
But to me,
No, please. My mind is made up. It is time to rejoice and fill up the cup. And you're trying in vain to obligate me to give up the pleasure of my victory? I'm going to expose this affair without delay. This is just a thing that'll make my day. Father! Get on up. It may be to your surprise and amuse you greatly to hear the news of what's gone on lately. You're being well paid for all your caresses and his great love for but by your friend's response to those tendernesses. His great love for you has shown its whole eagerness to make you a cuckold. And I've heard him here confess to your bride a love that has made him heart-sick and dove-eyed. At all costs, she wants to remain discreet and preserve his secret because she's sweet. But I cannot bear this man's impudence. Besides, my silence would cause you offense.
yes, I would never disturb my husband's rest by reporting the words of a silly pest. My honor does not depend on such a thing, since I'm well able to resist flattering. I would not have spoken out against my view if I had any power over you.
What do I hear? Good God, is it credible?
Yes, brother, I'm wicked and culpable, a
We're
sorry
so wicked.
sinner full of
Oh,
iniquity.
Sarah, wicked.
A greater wretch as I could ever be. My entire life has been soiled with evil.
Oh, soul
It's
with
nothing
evil.
but a massive sinful
Sarah.
upheaval, and I see that God has for my punishment chosen to mortify me with this event. Let them connect any crime with my name. I waive all defense and take all the blame.
All the
Believe what they
blame,
tell
all
you.
the
Stoke up
blame.
your
We have it
wrath
all here.
and drive me like a felon from your
Oh,
path.
Lord.
The shame that I bear cannot be too great, for I know I deserve a much worse fate.
Much worse.
Greater! Do you...
Yeah.
I think y'all aren't so down stage, whatever this is. You are more here, Tartuffe and Laurent, and you are here.
That makes more sense, yes.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. So that he can look at you and then look at you. So we're not gonna go through that whole thing. Y'all can be
Sure.
down, and you just go from traitor.
Hey, Mike, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
You don't have to get on your knees if you don't want to. Just mark it.
Traitor! Do you dare, by your duplicity, to taint both his virtue and purity?
What? Can the false meekness of this hypocrite cause you to...
Shut up, you misfit!
Oh, let him go on. You were wrong to scold him. You'd be wise to believe the story he's told. In light of his claims, why should you favor me? What do you know of my culpability? Why put your faith in my exterior? Why should you think that I'm superior? No, appearances are full, and I am the kind of man that you should eschew. But the whole world thinks that I have earned God's blessing, but the plain truth is, I'm worth nothing.
That's right.
Wait.
Addressing me.
Yes, my dear son, speak.
I'm not your son.
That's right.
And don't merely chide, accuse me of treason, theft, and homicide. Call me every foul name you can recall. I deny nothing. I merit it all. And I beg on my knees to bear this chagrin as the shameful result of my life of sin.
That's too much, brother. Why can't you let go, you scoundrel?
What? Has his word seduced you so?
Keep quiet, you bum brother. Please arise. Shame.
He can...
Silence!
Damn you, do you surmise it?
If you say one word, I will break your arm.
In the name of God, brother, do no harm. I would rather face a ravening beast than that your dear son should be harmed in least.
We don't want him harmed, not the least.
Ingrate.
Leave him in peace. On my two knees, I beg you to give him your grace.
Please, monsieur, give him peace.
Let's see his goodness.
Then, like,
Cease, I say. I'm aware of your motive in this foray. You all hate him. And I see now how my wife, children, and the maid conspire against his life. You impudently try every trick you can to alienate me from this holy man. But the harder you try to drive him away, the harder I'll try to get him to stay. And I'll hasten his marriage to Marianne to demolish the pride of this whole clan.
So you will force her to marry him?
Yes, this very night, to see you bellow. I defy you all, and stand here to say, I am the master, and you must obey. Come now, retract your words, you foul pollution. Throw yourself down, demand absolution.
Who, me? Of that villain, by whose pretense I...
So you refuse, you scum, and your impertinence persists. A stick, a staff, don't hold me back. Get out of my house, and don't even pack, and never again let me see your face.
Yes, I will go, but...
Quickly, leave this place. I am cutting you off, and what is worse, I am leaving you with my heartfelt curse. To offend in that way a saintly man.
Heavenly Lord, pardon him if you can.
Oh, do pardon him,
If you
sir.
only knew with what pain I see them trying to blacken my name.
Alas!
The mere thought of this ingratitude makes me suffer from a torture so crude. The horror I feel, my soul longs to cry. I can't even speak, and I'm sure I'll die.
Oh, villain, how I regret that I held my hand, and that I did not crush you where you stand. Calm yourself, brother, and try not to fret.
Let's stop these squabbles that end in regret. The great friction that I have caused makes me grieve, and I believe, brother, that I should leave.
What? Surely you jest.
They hate me, and I see that they want me to doubt my integrity.
Who cares? Do you think I'll listen to them?
No doubt they'll continue their stratagem with the same tales that you reject today. You may find credible some other day.
No, brother, never.
Ah, brother, a man's mate can easily make her spouse speculate.
No, no.
Leave me here at once and so escape the threat of another low blow.
No, please remain. I can't live without you.
Well, I suppose I will suffer if I do. Still, if you wish. All right, it's a pact. But in the future, I know how I must act. Honor is tender, and friendship engages me to prevent gossip, however outrageous. I'll avoid your wife, and you will not see me.
No, in spite of everyone, you and she must often meet. I love to make a stir. So day and night, let them see you with her. No, that's not enough. But this will make them stew. I don't want to have any heir but you. And I'm going to legally designate you as the owner of my whole estate. A frank and true friend whom I take as my son is dearer to me than my wife or children. Will you accept this the offer I'm making?
May God's will be done in this undertaking.
Poor man.
Oh,
Let's
God.
quickly put it all in writing.
Praise
And let their envy choke on its own spiting.
Intermission, but we're gonna keep going.
Oh, can you believe it, Master?
Oh,
We're gonna have
brother,
everything
we
we
are in. We are set for life. Ah.
And we're gonna have a,
Yes,
so much.
yes.
A
The
great
whole
fun
town
and
is
all
talking
this
about it, and they don't think too much, it does you much credit. And I sought you out, sir, to, just for the sake of telling you bluntly what I think's at stake. I'm not going to dredge up the dispute. The fact is, to me, is in disrepute. Supposing that he did act like a fool, and that you were unfairly being called cruel, shouldn't a Christian pardon the offense and purge his soul of desire for vengeance? And should you permit him, for this one goof, to be driven away from his father's roof? I'll tell you again, and I'll be bold. You are scandalizing both young and old. If you take my advice, you will seek a truce and not be a party to this boy's abuse. Make an offering to God of your acrimony and restore the son to his patrimony.
Alas, as for myself, I seek that solace. I do not have for him the slightest malice.
Not
I'll
the
wholly
slightest
forgive him of
malice,
any
dear.
blame, long to restore him to his good name. But in the service of God, I can't permit it. For if he remains, I shall have to quit this house. No prior offense holds this candle to his. Our meeting would cause a huge scandal.
Can't be doing with the scandal right now.
Lord only knows what people would assume. They would impute it to cunning, I presume, and say that my guilt was made me pretend to excuse him of any intent to offend. And that I fear him and wish to placate him is a crafty move in my plan to checkmate him.
I think you are making up excuses, and your arguments, monsieur, seem like Bruce's. Must you assume the role of deity? Does he need us to punish the guilty? Leave it to him to take care of vengeance. He bids us to forgive every offense and not to consider human judgments when we follow God's sovereign commandments. What? Should the petty fear of what some may say prevent you from doing this good deed today? No. Let us always follow God's commands, and leave all other matters in his hands.
I've told you already that I forgive him, and that, sir, is God's directive. But after such scandal and vituperation, God doesn't demand our cohabitation.
You can't be cohabitating with him now.
And does he demand that you lend your hand to the pure caprice of the Father's command and accept the gift of his whole estate, which you cannot justly appropriate?
Those who know me will not believe that I do anything selfish or unjustified. I hold worldly goods in quite low esteem. I can't be dazzled by their phony gleam. And if in the end I decide to take the gift that the Father wishes to make, it is only, I swear, because I fear that I could be left to a false profiteer.
False.
Or that it could be shared by those who would use it to do evil rather than good, and who would not use it as I'm sure I can, for the glory of God,
Oh my God!
and one's fellow man.
Oh, sir, don't put on this scrupulous air while your actions injure a rightful heir. Don't feel uneasy and risk your good health by fretting about the perils of his wealth. It is better spent on a young man's whim than you to be accused of defrauding him. I only wonder why you aren't ashamed by this proposal in which you are named. True religion. In true religion, is there a dictum that says it's okay to make an heir his victim? And if God has put some obstacle in place against you and to me sharing the same space, wouldn't you prefer to be more discreet and leave this house in a noble retreat than to sit and see the son of the house thrust from the house like a beggarly louse? Believe me, it would prove your probity, monsieur.
Up, it is now Monsieur 3:30. Certain religious rites demand my
Exorcism at
presence,
11.
and you must excuse me for my absence.
Exit that way.
Sorry.
Ha!
Please, sir, please help us help her for pity's sake. Her suffering is such that her heart may break, and the pact that her father made this evening is the cause of all this awful grieving. Here he comes. Let's join forces, I beg you, and try through skill or cunning to undo the vicious scheme. Oh no, you're good. No, yeah, it's like, try, like this. The vicious scheme that left us all so troubled.
Ah, I'm pleased to see you all assembled. This contract here should make you very gay. I'm sure you know what I'm about to say.
In the name of God, who knows how I hurt, and of everything which might move your heart, forgo for now the rights of fraternity and release me from my vow of docility. Do not reduce me to some brutal rule, to asking God why you've grown so cruel. And this life, alas, that you gave to me, do not make it a life of misery. If, contrary to all my sweet hopes of joy, you forbid me to wed the man that I love, hear me at least.
firm. This is no time for humanity.
Your fondness for him doesn't bother me. Indulge it. And if it's not enough to consign your whole estate to him, then give him mine. I freely consent and will sign on demand, but please, please, do not give him my hand and allow me to live in a convent where I may count the sad days till God lets me die.
Oh, young girls always play such religious pranks when their fathers hobble their lusty flanks. The harder you have to work to bear it, the greater the virtue and the merit. Let this marriage mortify your senses and quit bothering me with your defenses.
But
Quit
if I...
quiet and stay out of this matter. I completely forbid you to add to the chatter.
If you will allow me to offer you some advice.
Your brother, your advice is worth any price. It is thoughtful and I truly respect it, but I hope you don't mind if I reject it.
What can I think about what you're saying? Except that your blindness is quite dismaying. You must be besotted and led astray to refuse to relieve what has happened today.
My dear, I only call him as I see him. You favor my son, that worthless young bum.
Hey.
And I think you are afraid to condemn his dirty trick on this most saintly of men. You are in fact too calm to be believed. You ought to have seemed a little more aggrieved.
When a lovesick man makes a foolish mistake, we must take up arms if honor is at stake. And should we always respond to small slips with fire in our eyes and abuse on our lips? For myself, I laugh at these signs of lust. It doesn't please me at all to grow unplust. I seek wisdom tempered with charity. And I'm not one of those prudes whose asperity is such. They fight for virtue, tooth and nail, and scratch men's eyes out for being male. Heaven preserve me from that kind of virtue. I am an honest wife, but not a shrew.
Tell it.
And I believe that a calm, icy glance is quite enough to rebuff and advance.
I know what I know, and I won't change my mind.
Again, amazed that you could be so blinded. But what would you keep that incredulity if I made you see that we have spoken truly?
See?
Yes.
Fantasy.
But if I found a way to make you see it all in light of day.
Fairy tales.
Oh, man, at least reply, I don't ask you to believe me, but I do wonder what you will say if you're a good man. I bring you to a place where you can clearly see and hear these things. What then?
In that case, I would say nothing again, for it cannot be.
You've been blind too long, and in calling me a liar, you're wrong. So for your pleasure, but with modesty, I'll make you witness my veracity.
Good. I take you at your word. Now let's see how in the world you will prove this to me.
You can come to me.
Okay. He's a crafty one, and perhaps he won't easily be undone.
No, we're easily duped by our affection, and vanity aids in our misdirection.
Okay.
Send him here to me, and you can go. Bring the table here, under the table here. Crouch down low.
Why?
Hidden you is well to be desired.
Why under the table?
Just do what is required. I made my plans, and we'll see how they fare. Get under the table, and when you're down there, don't let him see you. And try not to grunt.
I really think I'm far too tolerant, but I'll stay to the end of your stratagem.
You won't, I'm sure, have a thing to condemn. Mind you, I'm going to have strange things to say, and you must not be shocked in any way. Whatever I may say, you must allow. I only wish to convince you anyhow. I'm going to use sex, since I'm reduced to it. Strip off the cloak of this hypocrite. I'll stoke up the fires of his insolent heart, and give a free field of his base upstart for your sake, and to deepen his disrepute. I'm going to pretend to welcome his suit. I'll quit just as soon as you've heard enough. He's even going farther than you wish by love. You must stop him from becoming bizarre when you think his bad love has gone too far. Spare your wife, and don't leave me in his hands longer than reaching your conviction demands. This is your concern, and you are in command. Oh, here he comes. Keep still, keep down. Understand?
Yes, Monsieur Tartuffe. Yes, yes. She told me to call you. Please come through. Yep, yes, right here. Come on in.
You wish. No, we should go.
Thank you. Okay, go ahead, Tartuffe, right away. When
You
come
wish
in.
to speak with me in here, I'm told.
Yes, I now have some secrets to unfold, but shut the door before I say a word and look around. We mustn't be overheard. I don't want another fracas to ensue like the one that overtook us hitherto. Never before have I been so dismayed that he startled me and made me afraid for you. You must have then seen that I did my best to disrupt his plan and soothe my unrest. It is true that I was so filled with shame that I never thought of denying his claim by the grace of God. I'm really sure all was for the best and are now more secure. The prestige of your name has dispelled the storm, and my husband would never suspect you of harm, defying those with rumors to foment. Wants us together at every moment. And that is why, without any blame, I can be alone with you. Although you're a man, and that allows me to open my heart, willing to the sweet thoughts you impart.
I find it odd that you have kind words to say. Earlier, you treated me in a different way.
Oh, I feel angry with that rebuff. You know nothing about a woman's love. How little you know about our intent if you think a weak defense is really meant. At such times our modesty must contend with the tender feelings and triumph in the end. No matter how strongly you must make love's claim in embracing it, we always feel some shame. We resist it first, but in our faces it's clear that we'll soon yield to your embraces. Our words and our wishes are often oppressed. A refusal may mean we accept, are often opposed. A refusal may mean we accept what's proposed. No doubt, I'm making too free a confession and I might be committing an indiscretion, but since my attempted silence has gone awry, ask yourself why I thought to pacify me. What made me listen so long and so kindly to your sweet love song? Would I have reacted as you saw me do? The offer of your heart didn't please me too? And what should you be able to conclude from my fervent desire to preclude the marriage that has been announced just now? Isn't it that I'd hate for a wedding vow to come between us and that I care for you? But nothing at all to split us in two.
There is no pleasure in heaven above sweeter than such words from the lips I love. Their honeyed sound flows richly through my senses with the sweetness of the purest essences. The pleasure of pleasing you is my one goal. On my heart finds happiness in that role. That heart also takes the slight liberty of daring to doubt that felicity. Perhaps these sweet words are a decorous ruse designed to disrupt my hymeneal news, and if I may speak quite freely with you, I won't believe that all you say is true until I'm assured that you couldn't lie. By a few of these favors for which I sigh. Such favors would make me your devotee, and true believer in your fondness for me.
Do you
Hold. I think Tartuffe, you go to this
That
couch.
couch,
Yeah,
okay.
that couch. When you walk away. Have that there.
Do you demand to push on with such great speed and drain my heart dry by your burning need? I risk my life proclaiming my love, and for you, even though that is not enough, could you not be satisfied with what I say? Must you force me into going all the way?
The less one merits, the more one desires. Mere words will never quench our raging fires. A promised gift is often suspected. We rarely believe it until we inspect it. I who so little merit your favors doubt the happy outcome of my labors. And I will not believe a thing, my dear, until you ease my pain to prove you're sincere.
God, your love is too oppressive. It troubles my soul and becomes obsessive. What a crazy power it has on the heart. With a fierce passion, it tears me apart. What, is there no way to stave off your desire? Won't you give me a moment to respire? Do you think it's fair to be so firm, to demand everything and watch me squirm and take what you want, pushing and pressing, and abusing my weakness into acquiescing?
If you look on me with a kindly heart, then prove how you feel by playing your part.
How can I give you the thing that you seek without offending the God of whom you speak?
If it's only God that opposes my desire, I'll think of a way to make him conspire. And that not need restrain your heart, my dear.
But the decree of God scares me to tears.
I can dispel your foolish fears, madame, for I know the art of quash needs qualm. Though God forbids certain gratifications, with him one can reach one's accommodations. It is a science to stretch out the strings of consciousness in the service of diverse things, and to rectify an evil action with the purity of our intention. Regarding these secrets, I shall instruct you. You need only allow me to conduct you. Satisfy my desire and have no fear. I'll assume the sin and leave your soul clear. Oh, that's quite a cough, madame.
Yes, it is a torment.
Would you help to have a licorice or mint?
It is obstinate illness, and I see that all the mints in the world won't help me.
Oh, that's certainly troublesome.
That's for sure.
Your scruples are at least are easy to cure. You can be sure that I will keep things quiet. A deed is evil only if men spy it. The noise of scandal is a source of offense. There is no sin if one sins in silence.
At last I see I'm forced to go astray, and I must consent and let you have your way, and that I cannot hope that short of the deed you will be content and willing to concede. It is very hard to be forced to do it, and in spite of myself to stoop down to it. But if you persist in making me obey, since you refuse to believe what I say, and since you demand more convincing proof, I'll have to give in and quit acting aloof. These actions cause anyone grief, the blame be on him who refused all belief. The fault most certainly is none of mine.
Yes, madame, I agree, and that is fine.
Peek out the door and see, I beg you, if my spouse is spying on our rendezvous.
Why do you care what he sees or where he goes? He's a man who loves to be led by the nose. Our trysts are something he's proud of achieving, and he'd watch us go to it without believing.
No matter. Please go have a look outside. I hate to think he's found some place to hide.
There, I swear, is an abominable man. I can't get over it. What's his plan?
Oh no, come out so soon. Were you having fun? Get back down there, we've only just begun. Wait till the end to be completely sure. Don't put your faith in mere conjecture.
No man more evil has been spawned in hell.
Dear Lord, don't believe the lies people tell. Be wholly convinced before you concede. Cautious men shun the slips that come with speed.
All things conspire, madame, for my contentment. I've closely examined the whole apartment. No one is around, my heart's delight.
Hold on. Your desires are too quick to ignite, and you mustn't let passion be overdone. Oh, man of blessings, you wish to give me one.
A quick hold. Just a reminder, Tartuffe, we can't have your line until you come in. All things conspire, madame, for my contentment. Go to the closet, make sure, and then go to Elmire, as you say. I've closely examined the whole apartment, so you're on her by that line, so he can be like flacon de lit. Yes. So let's do that again. Let's go from Elmire. Dear Lord, don't believe the lies people tell.
Dear Lord, don't believe the lies people tell. Be wholly convinced before you concede. Cautious men shun the slips that come with speed.
Salut.
Bonjour. No.
All things conspire, madame, for my contentment. I've closely examined the whole apartment. No one is around, and to my heart's delight.
Hold on. Your desires are too quick to ignite, and you mustn't let passion be overdone. Oh, man of blessings, you wish to give me one. How temptation has overtaken your life. You'd marry my daughter and covet my wife. I've doubted your word for quite a long while, and I've always believed you'd change your style, but this is enough to give me proof I'm fed up, and I want no more, Tartuffe.
It was against my will to act this way, but I was forced into the part I play.
Why, you think
Please, let's have no to do. Get out of my home without more ado.
my intent
This is no time for sly repartee. You must leave my house immediately.
You must leave, you who speak as the master. The house is mine, and you better learn fast, or I shall show you that it's senseless to pick a fight with me using this cowardly trick. That it will get you nowhere to insult me, and that I will punish your falsity. avenge God's wounds and make you grieve for talking here and forcing me to leave. No, allons-y.
Au revoir. What is he saying? And what is he after?
I am ashamed to say this is no time for laughter.
Why?
I see my error by what he said. I gave him my lands. What is wrong with my head?
You gave him.
Yes, and they can't be restored. But there's something else that troubles me more.
What is that?
I'll tell you soon, but first, there's a certain box I want to find upstairs.
Where are you rushing?
Who knows?
It might make sense to begin by having a conference about everything that has happened to
That
you.
box of papers troubles me greatly, more than all the rest. It's cause for distress.
Why are those papers important to possess?
My unfortunate friend Argus, when he put them into my hands, swore me to secrecy. He chose to rely on me as he fled, and these papers, according to what he said, are crucial to both his life and his wealth.
Then why didn't you keep them yourself?
It was a matter of conscience, you see, so I consulted Tartuffe in secrecy, and his arguments came to persuade me that he should keep the box for security. So I could deny having it on hand, and thus I'd have a subterfuge on demand, with which my conscience might muddle through in swearing to things that I knew weren't true.
You're in trouble. Judging by appearances, both the deed of gift and these confidences are, to tell you my thoughts quite honestly, measures that you took very thoughtlessly. They might put you in jail with such evidence, and since that man has it, it makes no sense to drive him away through your imprudence. You need to regain his full confidence.
With what a fair appearance and touching zeal, he hides a wicked heart and a heart of steel, and I, who received him begging and broke. That's it. I renounce all such pious folk. Henceforth I will hold them as purely evil, as wholly evil, and do my best to send them to the devil.
It's just like you to get carried away. You can never stick to the middle way. To reason rightly is too much bother. You always rush from one excess to another. You can see the error in your ways now, and you know that by a false zeal you were brought low. But to redeem yourself, does logic demand that you embrace an error that's even more grand? And must you confuse the heart of a shill with the hearts of all men of goodwill? Because a rascal had the luck or grace to dupe you with his austere and shining face, must you believe everyone acts that way and no true churchman can be found today? Leave the libertines these foolish deductions. Seek true virtue, not false deconstruction. Never rush into hasty admiration, and strive instead for moderation. If possible, don't admire false pretense, but also don't give full zeal because of offense. And if you must fail to one extreme, err in being too free with your esteem.
Father, is it true that this cad threatens you? That he has forgotten the gifts that bound you to? And that his shameful pride, maddeningly, has repaid you with your kindness with tyranny?
Yes, son, he's brought me to the verge of tears.
Leave him to me, I'll cut off his ears. You must not flinch before his insolence, for I soon shall restore your independence, and to the end matter slice him like toast.
That's exactly like a bratty boy's boast. Please make your angry words more moderate. We live during a time and in a state where violent acts are clearly unlawful.
What's happening? The tales I'm told are awful.
So awful.
Novel things have been happening to me, and for all my kindness, this is my fee. I lift a man out of his misery like a brother. I take him home with me. Each day I treat him with greater largesse. I give him my daughter and all I possess. And at the same time, the lying lowlife looks for the best way to seduce my wife. And not fully content with what he's achieved, he threatens me with the gifts he's received. And he wishes to use in ruining me the profits he gained from my foolish bounty to drive me from the home that I gave to him and to reduce me to the state that he was in.
Poor man.
son, I don't believe he'd allow himself to take part in actions so foul.
How's that?
A quick
People
hold.
always resent.
Just cleaning it up. Flipot, you're hidden. You gotta be next to Madame Bernal. So both of you split this like, what's it called? This pole. And no, you can come up,
Okay.
Flipot. I wanna be you at the same level as Madame Bernal. So you're both next to each other. So, and you're closer and next to her. Perfect. And y'all just stay right there.
Okay.
Stay right there. Keep going, Madame Bernal.
All right. People always resent holy men.
Mother, what were you trying to say just then?
That in your home one sees the strangest things. Among them is the hate that envy brings.
How is it hate when I've told you the truth?
I warned you often when you were a youth. In this world, virtue is oppressed forever. The envious may die, but envy,
But what does this have to do with today?
people are telling you lies and hearsay.
Who,
I've
us?
already told you myself that I saw it.
The malice of gossips is infinite.
You'll make me damn myself, Mother. I tell you I saw with my eyes just what he would do.
Some tongues always have some poison to spit. Right. And nothing on earth is safe against it.
Don't
I do
forget
not
to spit.
know what
Flipot.
these
Oh.
words of yours mean. I've seen it. I say seen. With these eyes, seen. Do you know the word seen? Must I shout it in your ears 100 times and still you doubt it?
Don't tell
Dear
them.
Lord, appearances may be deceiving. You shouldn't judge based on what you all are perceiving.
Oh my God.
I'll go mad.
People are prone to suspicion. Misjudgment is part of the human condition.
So I must interpret charitably his desire to cuckold me?
Oh, don't you see that to accuse a man, you need just cause. And until you're quite sure, you ought to pause.
To be more certain, what would you advise? Should I have waited until before my eyes he had... You'll make me say something quite lewd.
I'm sure that a holy zeal has imbued his soul, and I can't begin to believe that he would be willing to cheat or deceive.
Leave me, Mother. I am now so angry that if you were not my mother, I'm not sure what I would
Oh,
This is fair payment, sir, for what we received. You wouldn't believe us now. You're not believed.
We are wasting time on foolish pleasures that would be better spent in active measures.
Right.
We should not ignore this swindler's threats.
Right.
What? Does his boldness have no boundaries yet?
Myself, I don't believe it's possible. His ingratitude would be too visible.
Don't put your faith in that. He will find ways to gild with reason all the things he says, and with less than this, the people in power have forced their foes to cringe and cower. I tell you again, well armed as they are, you should never have pushed them quite that far.
True, but what could I do? Facing that bastard, I felt a resentment that I never mastered.
I deeply desire to arrange between you some shadow of peace, however untrue.
I had known that he possessed such arms, I never would have set off these alarms in my...
What does this man want? Go and see. I don't wish to have anyone meet with me.
Okay.
Hello, my dear sister. Could you please see if your master is in?
He has company, and I doubt he'll be able to see you now.
I've not come here to cause a row. I don't think my presence would displease him. I come, in fact, to put him at ease.
Your name?
Tell him only that I've come here for Monsieur Tartuffe and to give him cheer.
All right, 1 second, please. It's a man who has come quite civilly on behalf of Monsieur Tartuffe to see, he says, to your pleasure.
You'd best find out who he is
Okay.
and what he has
You may come in.
come here about.
Please, after you.
Perhaps he has come here to reconcile us. How should I act, and what should we discuss?
Don't let any of your anger appear, and if he speaks of a deal, be very clear. Make him be clear.
Greetings, sir. May God destroy all your foes and favor you as much as I propose.
This civil start meets my approbation and foreshadows some accommodation.
At one time, I was your father's employee.
Really?
This old house is very dear to me.
I ask your pardon, sir, but to my shame, I'm totally ignorant of your name.
My name is Royal. I come from Normandy.
Oh,
I'm the bailiff here, in spite of envy. For the last 40 years, Thanks be to God. I've done my duty and retained my job. I've come to you with your permission to serve this notice of your eviction.
What?
You're
my
here.
goodness.
Let's have no irritation. This is nothing more than notification to put your furniture out.
An order to evict.
In order to evict both you and yours, put your furniture out and lock the doors without pardon or delay to fulfill.
Me? This place?
Yes,
leave this
Monsieur. If you will, this house now belongs. I have ample proof to your very good friend, Monsieur Tartuffe.
His friend?
He is master and lord of your wealth.
A friend?
By virtue of a deed he showed me himself. It is due form and cannot be doubted.
What impudence! I'm amazed about it!
Who you and I, sir, have no business, and you'd best leave things to this man.
Oh,
Who's civil and shrewd and knows too well the duties of my office to wish to oppose himself to justice.
But
I know that not even $1 million would make you cause a rebellion, and that you will be an honest citizen and let me fulfill the orders I'm given.
you may soon feel upon your black soutane, Mr. Bailiff, the heavy weight of my cane!
To be quiet or depart, Monsieur. I would regret to have to report all this and make matters more official.
Oh, this Monsieur de Loyal seems quite disloyal.
For all worthy men, there's a place in my heart, and I would have not wished, sir, to take part in this, except to lift some of your burden.
Burden?
By preventing the chore from falling to one who might not share my opinion of you, and who wouldn't proceed as gently as I do.
and what could be worse than the evil crime of evicting me?
I'm giving you time. And
Time?
until morning, I'll hold in abeyance the execution of this conveyance. I shall only come here with 10 of my boys.
Only 10? 10?
Spend the night without scandal or noise. For sake of form, please bring to me before you go to bed the keys to your door. I'll take care not to disrupt your repose and not to do anything you would oppose. But tomorrow morning you must get set
Tomorrow morning?
to empty the house down to the last brochette. My boys will assist you, each one's as strong as a lot, and will do all they can to help move you out. I'm doing my best to use common sense, and since I'm treating you with such indulgence, I beg you, sir, to act the same way to me. Let no one bar me from doing my duty.
With a happy heart, I would at once pay the last 100 francs that are mine today for the power and pleasure of hitting his snout with one absolutely sensational clout.
Go easy. Let's not make things worse.
My hand itches to get in a fight with these sons of bitches.
Monsieur Loyal, I think. Oh, just quick hold. I'm so sorry. I really want to block this right. And you have to be in front of him way before he gets to him. Because if you're in front of him, what doesn't preclude him to giving him a punch, right? So like you have to stop him, and we can like choreograph this more specifically as we go. But let's try it right now, so that you're in front of him way before he gets to even Mr. Loyal. So let's go back to, I'll go with a happy heart I would at once pay.
With a happy heart, I would at once pay the last 100 francs that are mine today for the power and pleasure of hitting his snout with one absolutely sensational clout.
Go easy. Let's not make things worse.
My hand itches to get in a
Wait till
fight
my
with
boys
these
get
sons
here.
of bitches.
Monsieur Loyal, I think it might become you to have your broad black being black and blue!
These wicked boys deserve compensation! Oh, and women too, minority corporation!
really?
Oh, yeah!
End this now! That's enough for today. Hand over the papers and be on your way.
Until later then, heaven keep you in joy.
May it confound you and your employer!
Fuck you!
No, it's not in there.
There now, you see, Mother, I was right, and you can judge of the rest by this writ. Do you admit at last that he can lie?
It's as if a bolt has struck from the sky.
You're wrong to complain and wrong to blame him. These shows show the grand plans of your seraphim. His neighborly love finds consummation in proving that wealth causes degradation, and from pure charity he wants to remove every obstacle between you and God's love.
Stop it. I'm always saying that to you.
Let us consider what we ought to do.
We must expose this man's insolent acts.
Right.
His deeds invalidate all these contracts.
That's true.
And his disloyalty will seem too plain if he tries to use them for personal gain.
I'm sorry, sir, that I've come to distress you, but certain dangers may soon oppress you. A friend whose love for me is deep and true, and who knows how much I care about you, has had enough courage to violate the secrecy of the affairs of state, and has just now sent me word that you might be well advised to take sudden flight. The villain who's been imposing on you has gone to the prince to accuse you too, and put into his hands, like a blade of hate, the vital papers of a traitor of state, which he says that you've kept in secrecy despite the duties of the aristocracy. I don't know the details of the alleged crime, but a warrant against you has been signed, and he himself is assigned to assist those who will soon come to make the arrest.
Now his claims are well armed, and the ingrate seeks to become master of your estate.
I swear that man is a vile animal.
The slightest trifling could well be fatal. My coach is right here to take you away with 1,000 louis that I've pledged to pay. Now, don't lose any time. The arrow has sped, and this is one blow that ought to be fled. I myself will guide you to a safe place, and will stay with you to make sure there's no chase.
I owe you much for your solicitude, but there isn't time for my gratitude, so I pray God to grant...
Just a reminder, Valère and Marianne, you're right by Elmi. This part. Yeah.
I owe you much for your solicitude, but there isn't time for my gratitude, and I pray God to grant what I need, so that one day I may repay this good deed. Farewell. The rest of you, take care.
Go on.
Godspeed.
We'll look after everything while you're gone.
Good on you, Valère.
We got away.
Slowly, slowly, sir, you needn't run there. You won't have to go far to hide in your lair. In the prince's name, we will shackle you fast.
Traitor, you've kept this final shaft for last. This is the blow with which you dispatch me, and this is what crowns all your perfidy.
Your scorn causes me scant irritation. I bear it as a holy obligation.
Holy obligation.
This is scant signs of your moderation.
How impudently this wretch mocks veneration.
None of your outbursts mean a thing to me, for I think of nothing but doing my duty.
Your pretense to honor is all a fake, and this is just the right job for you to take.
The task can only shower me with grace, since our prince's command has sent me this place.
But don't you recall how my charity raised you, you ingrate, from your misery?
That's right.
Yes, I know that I once received assistance, but my duty to the prince demands this persistence. 'Tis a sacred duty of such fortitude that it has suppressed all my gratitude. And I would sacrifice this powerful force, friends, wife, parents, and myself, of course.
Bullshit.
The hypocrite.
Wow. He can create a treacherous cloak from all we venerate.
But if this zeal which drives you and with which you plume yourself lifts you to a holy niche, why is it that it didn't come to life until after he caught you with his wife?
Oh, good hold. Tartuffe, you're a little bit too downstage, whatever that is. Yes, you want to be up. Perfect.
And why did you only denounce him today after honor made him chase you away? I don't claim that the gift of all his estates ought to distract you from your duties' dictates, but if you plan to reveal his treason here,
Right.
why were you willing to take his wealth back there?
That's it.
From all this noise, sir, please deliver me. And be so kind as to enforce your decree.
That's right.
Yes, I've been rather slow to issue it.
I'll say.
And so,
Your own
your
mouth.
own mouth oddly invites me to do it. So it will be done if you will come.
Straight to jail, there will be your new home.
Yeah! Yeah!
Why prison?
explain to you my reason. Calm yourself, sir. After passions of such heat, we are ruled by a prince who's a foe to deceit. A prince whose eyes can read what the soul has reaped.
So yeah, police officer, tell them to go sit right away when you're like, calm yourself, sir.
It cannot be fooled by a hypocrite.
Right.
Blessed with discernment, a great heart that can see the whole picture, not just each part. Nothing can drive him to exaggeration.
Stay there. Stop moving.
It's for a reason, clings to moderation. He confers on men of worth immortal glory, but that zeal is not blind or premature. This man,
And his love
for his true cannot turn his eye to the power of falseness to horrify. This man here was unable to entrap him.
You tried and failed.
His defense of the sound with such snares enwrap him.
from the start.
From the start, he pierced with his perceptive sight through the veils that hid this evil from the light. Tartuffe betrayed himself by accusing you. And in defying justice, revealed his true color to the prince. As an infamous cad whose deeds under another name was so bad that the record they made was wholly black. And Satan might use them as his almanac.
I believe it.
In short, this king was revolted to see his ingratitude to you and disloyalty. To his other crimes, he has joined this one and has only allowed it so everyone could see his audacity's evil ends and then see him required to make amends. All your papers, which the wretched has passed through, are here taken away and returned.
I can keep my pearls.
With his sovereign power, he will be obligated.
We get to stay rich.
The contract by which you gave away your estates, and finally, he pardons that secret offense, which you once committed through benevolence. This is reward for the courage you showed in support of his rights in the late episode, and to demonstrate that, when least expected, one's past deeds may be recollected. Then he will never forget a good deed. And that good outweighs evil in times of need.
Heaven be praised!
Thank you, sir.
So tell them to turn
Hallelujah.
around.
What a happy ending.
Good.
Off you go to jail.
Good.
I can't go back to jail.
Too bad.
Who could have guessed?
Let's go back.
There you
Heaven
go.
be
You're
praised!
straight. Hallelujah.
We've gone back to the top of the page. Heaven be praised!
We're no longer distressed.
What a happy ending.
Who could have guessed?
Good. There you go. You
Brother,
traitor.
cease. You don't want to degenerate into the indignities. Leave to himself this miserable clown, and don't add to the remorse that weighs him down.
Hope instead that his heart may one day make a happy return to the virtuous way, that he'll reform his life and lament his past, and cause our great prince to temper justice at last.
Yes.
You should throw yourself on your knees and praise the kindness and lenience shown these days.
Yes, that's well said. Let us kneel down with joy and praise the kind deeds of this envoy.
Then having acquitted part of our duty, let's turn to address the claims of beauty and buy a fine wedding, crown and Valère, a lover who's both generous and sincere. Woo! You are your fiancé, Valère. What are you doing? And a quick button before we leave. When we do the whoopee, we're going to exit and through the double doors, and we're gonna have Ardon exit first, and you're gonna go and take your mother hand in hand. Yeah.
Mother?
No, just this time, because you follow right behind them. Then it's
my
Amy and
sister.
Leon. Right, I was like brother and sister. I go, and then Valère and Marianne, you know. Then Dami and Doreen. Let's go. Hey, to the double door. Aw, thank you.
What a
And
town.
then it's done. Bravo, everyone! First full run through. Let's